Good morning, class 12. Welcome to your online class. Today is the first day of your class, and so let me introduce the very first chapter of your syllabus. The first chapter is learning and maturation. It's quite a long chapter, and you have to cover many questions which you will get in the PDF. So first we will go through the meaning of learning or definition of learning. Next, characteristics of learning, and then what are the 8 different types of learning stated by Gagné. After that we will start with maturation, definition, characteristics, and finally the relationship between learning and maturation. So today we will start with the first topic, that is the definition of learning. Now first, before going to the direct to the definitions, let me discuss what is basically learning. If we casually think about the word learning, we will say that the bookish knowledge, what we are reading, what we are going through. But basically, according to the definition of the great educators and the psychologists, they have defined that learning is not only concerned about the bookish knowledge. It is also something which you experience in your day-to-day life and what you acquire from the experience. And through acquiring, you are acquiring means something which you are, what you are gaining. And after the gaining, after acquiring, you are developing some new knowledge within you. You are modifying your behavior and you are changing your attitude towards the society, and you are bringing changes within you. So learning, in a broader sense, we will not define only the bookish knowledge and only the knowledge what you get from your school, from the college, from the university level, and so on. So learning will be defined as a all-round knowledge. It's the nature is very extrovert. It's not, learning is not only book centered, or it is not only the bookish knowledge. So the knowledge what you are gaining in your day-to-day life, what you are experiencing and what you are gaining is called, and through that you are bringing modification or some certain desirable changes. What is the meaning of desirable change? Desirable change means the behavior which is required. So desirable and required change you are bringing in your behavior through learning. So now let's directly go to the definitions. Let me tell about this context that sorry, excuse me, that definition of learning will come only for 2 marks. So in your book you will get many definitions, and if you do not get, you will get in the PDF. So any 2 of them you can buy her. And let me mention that if you do not remember the definition word by word, it is better not to imply this inverted commas. So try to buy her. Any 2 definition is sufficient for 2 marks. First one is defined by Polesny. Learning is the individual process of modification of behavior through experience and training. So just now what I was telling, that according to Polesny, he is telling that learning is the individual process of modification. So when suppose a group of friends along with you, you are going somewhere, but and something has happened in front all of you, and the experience what you have gained is same, but from that particular experience what you are learning is your individual own, because you are thinking in a different way, your friend may be thinking in a different pattern, isn't it? So it is totally individualistic process, because whatever you are learning, you are experiencing, you are evaluating it from your within, from your heart, from your thought, isn't it? So your friend, though he or she is your friend, but he or she may not think like you, alike, isn't it? They can think something different. So it is an individual process of modification of behavior, and you are changing with that particular experience, you are bringing some modification in your behavior through experience and training. So you are experiencing something, you are getting training, and you are being trained from within, and you are learning something through which you are bringing modification in your behavior. Next is EAP. Learning is a change in the individual following upon changes in the environment. See, it is also true. Learning means, see, when you are younger, your parents used to say, don't say these words in front of them, it is bad or it is good. So, the way you are behaving in the society, the same way you are not behaving in your home, isn't it? So, you have to bring some modifications through learning, which will be given by someone else, or the source will be something else. So, learning is a change in the individual. So, you are bringing change in the individuality following upon the changes in the environment. So the situation where the suppose it's a house, something bad has happened, you will not laugh. In a situation where there is a birthday party celebration is going on, or an anniversary celebration is going on, you will laugh and enjoy. So the behavior will change according to the change of the society, means the environment. So how you are learning, what you are seeing, what according to that, what you are seeing and what is the actual environment, learning will help you to modify your individual behavior. Next is Crow and Crow. Learning is the acquisition of habit, knowledge and attitude. So what Crow and Crow is telling, that learning is acquisition of habit, isn't it? See, suppose a baby boy does not brush properly. So what will happen? Your tooth will start aching, isn't it? So next day onwards, the boy starts brushing properly. So it is bringing certain changes. Suppose some bad behavior or some bad attitude problem is there in an individual. So he or she has to face certain problems, because that is not desirable for the society as well as for the individual one. So he or she is bringing some changes, and that's what is happening. Some learning is the acquisition of habit, knowledge and attitude. So you are gaining knowledge through learning, you are bringing certain change in your habit, and you are bringing certain change in your attitude. So if you go through the different books, you will get many definitions. Whatever you like, which one you prefer, you by heart any 2 or 3, and that will be sufficient for the definition for 2 marks. So next day we will go to the next part, that is the characteristics of learning. Thank you very much.